of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Now they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Now Jones. Barkley, a first down and more. Touchdown! Saquon Barkley, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson.
That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Well, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
Wilson.
He'll find Eskridge here complete.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Penny, the first down carry. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
The tackle made by Blake Martinez.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Seventh play in the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And Myers able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him. Open man, he's got him. It's Tony for a Giant touchdown.
In today's NFL, we talked about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let the crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Play action. It's Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Azeez Ojulari
gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
That's the end of the first
Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. To throw is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
On first down, Wilson.
And that's going to be caught. Dwayne Eskridge.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 36 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On second down, here's Penny. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
58 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. From the 2 now, second and goal.
Well, they'll run the jet sweep with Atwell.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it.
There he goes, right side. 20. Touchdown, Giants.
Well, we've had some great running backs in the NFL the last decade or so. Saquon Barkley might be among the smoothest of them all. What a heck of a run right there.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to it. That's not how football works. But he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
From the 10. And able to get this out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They go play action with Wilson. Steps away. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. A first down carry for Barkley. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Throwing, Jones. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley.
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. On 4th down, on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal.
From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Out to his left. He'll have a first down past the 40.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson rolling to his right. And that is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
To throw again on 2nd down, Wilson. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Rashad Penny in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter.
This one fielded at the 5. And he returns this to the 22. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. And Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Rashad Penny. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
Now it's Penny running right. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Wilson.
Open Meredith Eskridge. That's complete.
And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. It's a big play there for Seattle.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from a defender.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Now Wilson, escaping the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
On 2nd and a yard, Jones. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And, oh, that would get a wind-up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They go play action here on 1st down. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Kadarius Toney with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is up to 18 now. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to DK Metcalf. Room here to run. Touchdown, Seahawks. For DK Metcalf, we know all about that sprinter speed that he has. It was definitely on display there as he's able to pick up good yardage after the catch. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Throwing deep for Galladay. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there for the Giants. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. He'll have the win at his back here in the fourth quarter. Gano's kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So that, maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Now Wilson on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Throwing is Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. We look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Barkley. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw. Jones. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. Gano the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Leonard Williams. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Here's Wilson. And he finds Penny. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 36. Now it's Wilson.
Out left, he's got it to Everett. Touchdown! Gerald Everett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On the option right, it's Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now Jones. Throw left side, complete to Tony. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 134 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And they will take a knee here. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half. And the Giants send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Catch is made by Metcalf. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Myers connects on the PAT, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They'll try the right side here. Barkley.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Giants,
they run their mark to 6-2 on the year.
And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they fall for the first time this season.